You know, yesterday, you know who was asked about demanding up to $230 million in damages over the past federal investigations against him, which just happened to be the price tag of the ballroom.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. And here's what he had to say about it.
If I get money from our country, I'll do something nice with it, like give it to charity or give it to the White House while we restore the White House. And we're doing a great job in the White House. As you know, the ballroom is under construction. And all I know is that they would owe me a lot of money, but I'm not looking for money. It's interesting because I'm the one that makes the decision, right? And, you know, that decision would have to go across my desk. And it's awfully strange to make a decision where I'm paying myself.
So this will also be decided. This is the part that really tickles me. It's going to be decided by some of the same Justice Department lawyers who worked with him on these past cases. So Americans, the question is, are you on board with all of this? This is like a cash grab.
Yeah.
And your taxes are probably going to be paying for that
That tacky, gaudy ballroom.
I mean, it's kind of kooky.
Well, I love when he says he's going to give it to charity. Like, you know, he claims he gives his $400,000 salary to charity, but it so happens that according to the New Yorker, the Trump family has made over $3.4 billion since he first entered the White House in 2017.
That's correct.
So, he's so generous to give his paltry 400 G's away. You know, and what charity is it? The Foundation for the Destruction of America?
Well, Joy, it's funny you mentioned that because his first check, which he also touts he donated, actually went to the White House Historical Association, which is the people that pay for the renovations of the White House. So he donated to his own renovations
and for his own portrait, too, he paid for.
Well, I didn't check on that part. But I think this all comes down, again, as we talk about him demanding money from the government, as, again, the optics of this. He is, according to Forbes, a billionaire. You know, it's $7.3 billion. The national debt of this country is $37.9 trillion. The government is shut down. Federal workers aren't getting paid. They're lining up at food banks. There are videos of this all over. And he's grabbing money from the very government he says he's going to put first while finding money to give to Argentina. And, like, the optics are just messing up, and I don't understand how long the working class that Alyssa, you speak to a bunch, is what really shifted to the Republican right. And how long can he keep them when this is how it's playing out? I really would urge people to listen to the calls coming within the party from people like Senator Ted Cruz and Marjorie Taylor Greene, words I never thought I'd utter. These are not centrist Republicans. These are typically Trump supporters. And they're saying, guys, we are not going to win if this is how angry the other side is. They show up at voting booths, and this is not going to work well for us.
Well, they will win if they cheat.
Well,
that's what they're going to do.
Yeah. I think we need to speak plainly to people, and I think we need to call it what it is. This is giving mob boss, right? That's what this is. He is extorting and looting the federal government. That is, in my view, and he's extorting and looting the federal government that he's already extorting and looting. Because as you mentioned, since 2017, his family has made $3.4 billion. He was just caught on tape in October 2025. It was supposed to be the Middle East, Gaza ceasefire summit, speaking to the president of Indonesia, asking for the president of Indonesia to meet with his son, Eric, probably about a business deal. What else? How about that $400 million plane from Qatar, his private plane? How about the fact that our tax dollars now, if he gets this $230 million, is going to be used to renovate a White House, which, by the way, he never intends to leave. So that's what this is. This is about a mob boss extorting the government for his own personal, I guess, gratitude and enrichment. And we are basically, as taxpayers, providing Trump and his family a lifestyle that he otherwise couldn't afford.
Let's call him the capo de tutto grifters.
Yes, that's basically what this is. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not giving America first, and I'm honestly just frustrated at this point. I find the whole thing exhausting. I get why people hate politicians, they hate Washington. right now, the economy is not doing well. There are more people out of work than there are jobs available right now. Unemployment is too high. Americans right now are falling behind on auto loan payments. There is sellers in the U.S. housing market outnumber buyers right now. And don't get me started on the farmers right now who have their crops that they invested money in growing that have nowhere to sell them because of Trump's tariffs. For so many, on behalf of so many people in bailouts, people in my family, people close to me who voted for this president because they wanted America first. They wanted to feel like this was focusing on the struggling American people because it is really hard to get ahead right now. This is the exact opposite of that. You're using taxpayer dollars to, enrich yourself, or maybe you're giving it to charity or the White House. Like, focus on the people. It's never been harder to get ahead than it is right now. And it just feels like completely out of touch.
Well, I think everybody is, you can't ignore what it is. You see it. You see what he's done to his own people. The people who voted for him. The people who were counting on him to make it better.
Does he care about them?
I don't know if he cares about them, but I tell you what I don't care about. I don't care about that damn ballroom. I'll tell you that. I don't like that. I'm sorry, and I'm going to say it again, between the Republicans and the Democrats, y'all need to stop accepting your paychecks until you open the government back up. You should not, all of that, he should not be able to bring any kind of anything to anybody because the government's shut down. Why are you able to bring this kind of hassle when the government you need to stop. You just need to stop because you're not, the American people, man, you better pay attention to what they're saying. They're not playing with you. 7 million people got up out of their house and walked around and said, we're not happy, we're not happy, we're not happy. That's a lot of we're not happy.
And those 7 million really represent at least triple the number of people who didn't go, who also agree with them. So it's not just 7 million.
Yes, but it is something that we keep saying, where is everybody? Why aren't people speaking up? They are. They're speaking up, and we have to get louder and louder and louder until they hear what's being said. You can't give up.
Call the Republican Party. People, they want to know what to do. You can call the Republicans, in your district. Call them on the phone.
Well,
tell
call
them
your
how
member
you
of Congress, though, because Democrats have power in this. I don't get the just giving away your power, shutting everything down. Well, Trump is doing everything that he wants to. He's flying all over the world.
The Republican Party owns everything, Alyssa. But they own everything, including the Supreme Court.
What has the shutdown accomplished?
Well, they haven't taken away a lot of the stuff they're planning to yet. So that's what it's accomplished. Maybe it's making it longer. Maybe it's making it take more time. But people are starting to get pissed about it. And I'm putting it on those folks in Washington because there's nothing you can do about it right now. But they can fix this. But they'll only fix it if it's getting to their pockets.